4 years ago, I bought a 20-year-old Corvette.
It's a video.
Awesome. At 21 years old, I bought one in a spec that looked like it belonged to someone 50 years older than me. And that 21-year-old pewter-colored old man mobile changed my life. This is just crazy to me. 4 years I've had the C5 Corvette. This is special. And today I'm gonna go over a little backstory on why I bought a C5 Corvette, how I ended up with this thing in the first place, and how it changed the trajectory of my very being. 5 years ago in the late fall, I filmed a Top Gear style car review and was on my dad's 2006 Corvette convertible, the maroon car. It's sitting right over there. I had been doing uploads here and there on the channel. It was sporadic, and it was mainly on my 99 Jeep TJ, the Wrangler that I still have, and my 1981 Z28. But I had never done something as big as the review I was gonna do on my dad's C6. So I spent a few days filming the video, spent a few weeks editing it, because I was a horrible editor, awful, still not very good. And then I released it. It was almost just for me to look at and be like, hey, you know, cool, look what I did. I didn't really care how many other people watched it. It was just cool to do, it was fun, and I could be like, hey, Dad, look, you know, look at your car. A few months later, I keep getting notifications from YouTube. You know, like new subscriber, or so-and-so liked your video, so-and-so commented on your video. And I just kept seeing the views spike. I mean, this thing just, it was like it exploded. I was refreshing the video at one point and seeing the view count go up, like I swear it was 1,000 at a time. 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90, it just kept climbing and I was in awe. So I thought to myself, man, people really seem to like that video. And I'm fortunate enough to be surrounded by cool cars. My uncle's got some cool cars. I've got friends that have cool cars. So I thought, if I do more videos like this could be something. So that was in the winter that video blew up. So come springtime, I started doing more videos like that. I did a video on my uncle's GT500 and his stick shift CTSV wagon, very rare car. Then I started doing my friends' cars, WRX, STI, 350Z, and then I got to a point where people I really didn't know at the time were reaching out. They were like, hey, you know, you're more than welcome to just come take my car for a video. These were people that I had never met before. They were just followers who I now consider close friends of mine. My friend Izzy, formerly known as Tuner Army, go check out his channel. I'll link it down in the description. But this guy had me come to his house. I'm a 21-year-old kid, and he just had me come to his house when no one was there. He wasn't even there. I still hadn't met him, and just take his C6 Z06 out for the day. Like, talk about trust. I mean, I love this guy now. We're such good friends. It was a very, very fun year that I had, but there was one looming problem. In case you didn't know, I live in New Hampshire, and we have seasons, and one season in particular where the sports cars go bye-bye for a few months winter's rest. And that would surely be a little problem for Jake, who is now making a living, except for barely, off of filming these cars. That would be a little snag. I had my old Z28 and my Jeep, and I could do Jeep stuff, but it just wasn't gonna be enough content. Something had to be done, or my channel wasn't gonna make it. So I said to myself, I need to buy something. I need a cool sports car that I can keep making videos with to keep my channel alive. So I decided I would take everything that I had earned, which was nowhere near enough to cover the cost of a car, or a bicycle. So I took what I earned and a little bit out of my savings, and I was gonna invest in myself, invest in my channel, and see if I could get a cool car to keep making videos with, to keep my channel alive. So I set a budget of $10,000, and with that I'd buy something fast, good looking, cool, reliable. I don't have a very big garage, and working on cars out in the cold is not fun. So I had a few options. Nissan 350Z, Subaru WRX, maybe an older Mustang or Camaro, Miata, maybe an older Beamer, or maybe a Corvette. Well, the reliability clause would wipe some of those right off the list. So could the fast one and the good-looking one. And people may think, oh, your dad has his old C4 and he's got a C6. That's why you bought a Vette. And nope, that's wrong. The Vette just ticked all the boxes, and the C5 specifically. C6s were too much money, C4s are a little too old, they look a little dated. I still love them, but it wasn't the hybrid modern classic that I was looking for. The C5 ticked all the boxes. It had the looks. People think it's so much newer than it is. It's got the performance. It was pretty much the fastest thing on my list. And it sounded pretty damn reliable. Hell, at the time that I was looking, there was one of these in the National Corvette Museum with like 700,000 miles on it. My mind was sold and my decision was made. I was gonna buy a C5 Corvette, but I was running close on time by the time I made my decision. It was November, and the Corvettes were getting put into storage soon, which actually kinda helped me get a deal. So I actually only looked at one other Vette other than this one. It was a 2001 as well. It was black, same options package, but it had lower miles, and they wanted quite a bit more. I decided to keep looking, and sure enough, the second Vette I looked at, unpronounced to me, would be the car that would change the course of my channel and my life. And that's the car that I'm driving right now. My 2001 Chevy Corvette, my C5, painted in pewter metallic with the 1SC Preferred Equipment Group, a car I've done just over 30,000 miles in, across states, and across all 4 seasons. And a car that I've driven every winter with a Christmas tree on top, except for I think the first year, but I did try to wrap it up. But every winter since then, I've driven around with a Christmas tree on my roof of my Corvette, which actually made it on the official Corvette Facebook page, so. And the first video I made revealing the car did extremely well, way better than I ever could have thought. And it just grew from there. I made videos all through that first winter, installing exhaust, different lights, and just talking about my ownership of the car. And my channel survived. The risk had paid off. And not only did the channel survive, it grew more than I ever would have thought. So thank you to everyone who's stuck around and watched as I've grown along with the channel, and as the car's grown along with the channel. I owe everything to you guys and to this car. It changed my life. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Happy motoring.